Today is the 50th commemoration of Land Day, Yom al-Ard. On March 30, 1976, Palestinians in the Galilee went on a general strike in protest of Israel's seizure of Palestinian land and the threat of displacement from places including Akka and Haifa. People were angry and got organized quickly. The National Committee for the Defense of the Land put out a communique calling for the strike, in which they also declared March 30 Land Day for Palestinians. At dawn, before the strike, Israeli forces raided more than a dozen Arab towns and villages, including Nazareth, Sakhnin, and Deir Hanna, to arrest organizers. Despite the intimidation, many people came out in Palestinian towns and villages to protest and take part in the general strike. Then it got deadly. Israeli forces fired into the crowds, killing 6 protesters. More than 100 others were injured and 300 detained. A month before the strike, Israel had announced that it would seize 2,000 hectares of land belonging to Palestinian citizens of Israel in the Galilee. This land seizure aligns with the Galilee Development Plan of 1975, which called for increasing the Jewish population of that area. Palestinians in the occupied West Bank, Gaza, and refugee camps in Lebanon also went on strike on March 30 in solidarity with the people in the Galilee. Today, Palestinians across historic Palestine and in the diaspora mark this day with protests, visuals, and often planting olive trees to reaffirm their connection to the land and acknowledge over a century of land theft and resistance. Land Day protests in Palestine continue to be met with brute force by the Israelis. Today, Israel is expanding settlements in the occupied West Bank through raids and house demolitions. On December 11, 2025, Israel's Security Cabinet approved plans to establish 19 new settlements, bringing the total number of official settlements to around 210. The so-called Yellow Line has forced Palestinians out of nearly 60% of Gaza, all of which has already been destroyed. Based on the speeches by Israeli politicians, people fear that this is a step towards building Israeli settlements in Gaza. There are fears that the same is happening in southern Lebanon, where the Israeli military is expanding its invasion all the way up to the Litani River. The Israeli Prime Minister called it the state's bid to replicate the Gaza model of occupation. Year after year, as Palestinians commemorate Land Day, more of their land is lost to Israeli annexation.